A world where hopium and common sense collide. Starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto. Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boys, CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. And as you can see, we have got a full house tonight. We've got running around the square here. We've got Tom Crown. We've got CryptoFace, Miss Team Crypto, CryptoVet, and Crypto Blood. How is everybody doing this evening?
Let's get it, baby.
Thank you. We're doing perfect.
Chilling.
Heck yeah. So we're going to do things a little bit different tonight, guys. We are going to be doing an NFT roundtable this evening, probably about midway through the show. We are going to be dropping our roadmap, which we're super excited for Danger Close Alpha. So make sure that you stick around for that. But in between now and then afterwards as well, we're going to talk. We're just going to chill. We're going to kick it. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk some NFTs. We're going to talk the crypto markets and get to know some people that maybe you didn't know before. Let's, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's have some fun. I am going to pull up the market real quick so we can start off there, see how things are looking, and then we'll go from there. Make sure you smash the likes, follow us on Twitter, follow everybody on the panel, and jump into our Discord. We have a giveaway tonight. That's going to be at about 9 o'clock. We are giving away an Anxious Bulldog, so make sure that you are there for that. There is a Twitter little contest going on as well, so make sure that you're following us on all of the socials. So let's check out the market. We all know what's happening. It is down, but let's look at it. The crypto market cap is 1.69 trillion with the T dollars is down 3.69%. We got Bitcoin down about 2% at 37.8. Thankfully, I've got a short in, so hopefully that works out well. We got ETH down about 3%, 2.63% at 27.40. BNB down at 380. We've got Solana down at $85. Everything is hurting. Everything is bleeding. XRP is at 58 cents. Cardano all the way down to 75 cents. We are hurting. Let me start off. Actually, I'm going to come to let's start off with Miguel, the co-host. Miguel, what we got going on tonight, brother? What's on the podium?
I mean, if the people don't know what's going on so far, I mean, they're kind of lost, right? This is the biggest NFT roundtable discussion and all the inner YouTubes out there, right? Who has more people than this to talk about NFTs? So that's what's going down tonight.
Face, question for you, brother. Yep. What is going down in the markets, man? A lot of people look to you for all of your trading abilities. What are you seeing in the markets right now?
I have no idea. Just kidding. Kind of.
Man, it's going to go great.
I guess I can. What do you want me to share my screen real quick or something?
Sure,
we can take
if you
a
want to
little
show
snapshot. I guess for the people. Why not? Let me
give us some of that inside information, man.
That's right.
Yeah, let's see here. All right. Yeah, man. Today, I mean, it's the weekend, dude. Every weekend, I mean, the price has been selling during the weekend, then it reverses on Monday. Just kind of looking at the larger time frames, like the daily, money flow coming down. We had a momentum wave maybe coming up. Just really nothing new to see here. I mean, there's really nothing new for me to show. The 2-day was looking like it had some hope, kind of a little bit of a fight. I don't know. We got to spend some time, man. I just see time. The weekly's been playing out. The blood diamond, everyone that was, trying to talk smack the Monday after the Red X is eating their words and running for the hills. But, today I was really thinking about my allocation of investments and stuff. And I really think I'm going to be doubling down on commodities again. This country's bringing in, we've had over 2 million immigrants come in, food shortages, bringing people in. And commodities are already so high. So I know it's kind of hard to want to, if you haven't gotten in, get at this point. But I think everything's going higher. So I'm going to be looking at more sugar, wheat, beans, rice, water,
right. Stacking rice
oil,
and beans, baby.
Commodities.
Don't forget the guns, baby. Don't
bankers. I'm going to be doing my own E-Trade shit. And so I'm going to be spreading around. And just spreading it around, man. Same with the dollar going up too. If there's gonna be some exit liquidity, it's gonna be fucking chaos, man. So I'm trying to have be the squid and have some tentacles all around, man. So
hey Miguel, who was it we were talking to that told us that they don't believe in crypto, they don't believe in fiat currency, they believe in rice and beans? Who was that?
We were talking to Refuge Medical, which is a branch of Bear Independent. If you guys see him, he's got a huge channel on YouTube, Bear Independent. That man stacks nothing but rice and beans. That's the only currency that guy believes is the future.
Well, yeah, I've been watching my channel for 5 years.
I'm telling you, he said
he's been around for a while,
and I took it and ran with it. Hey, you know what? Let's do this. Let's run around and let just a kind of a short synopsis. Where do we see things? We see bullish, bearish. How are we feeling about things right now, Miguel? Let's kick it off with you.
I think we're gonna have this bearish momentum, dude. I think we're gonna go lower before we go higher. And honestly, I've been saying it for a while. I want it to go lower. I want us to rip that band-aid, hit those lower levels, allow people to stack up one last time before we go for that massive rip.
Awesome. Tom.
Well, I'm the only one getting liquidated tonight, so praying for some bullish price action. I got my long still open. It's not looking good. I had to adjust the stop loss a little bit. Let's be real. The chart looks like crap on pretty much every time frame. It's one of those moments in Bitcoin. We had one, actually we had two last year. It's May, June, July, and around August or January. It's one of those times where it's the charts they look like crap. There's no reason to see it go back up, and I'm praying that this is just another one of those. So.
Face, what's the sentiment? What's your sentiment?
You know who I was watching today that I thought had a great video was Pompliano. And he gave like a really good warning just about, like, for example, Netflix, the FANG stocks, the MANG stocks. I mean, those are really going down 25% in one day is no joke. And the wheels are kind of starting to fall off, and it can
really Carvana down 45% in one day.
Carvana?
One day, 45%. And it was 2 days after what's her name from ARK? Kathy Woods.
Kathy Woods. Oh man, they've been getting smoked.
So
they've been getting smoked.
It's CryptoFace. I'm sorry to skip the line, but I just had to make that point, man. And you're gonna start seeing a lot of liquidations in the equities markets. A lot of leveraged trades are going to have to unwind. And unfortunately, I told you this last time I was on Keeper, Wall Street is in crypto. They're pretty much taken over, right? So if they're forced liquidations on the margin calls over there on the equity side, that means they got to pull cash from somewhere else to cover those calls if they want to stay in the trades. And they're going to pull from cryptos. Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then that's going to pull the rest of the market down, the rest of the crypto markets down, man. So lower we go. That's why I got on red, not just because I'm crypto blood.
Miss Teen Crypto.
One more thing, and then I'll be done. And I'm still quoting Pompliano. I'm taking it from him, but he did say that he kind of thinks, and I kind of might agree with him. Well, I don't know if I agree with him, but he thinks by the end of the year, if things start getting worse right now, he thinks the Fed will reverse and they'll try to start pumping that free money back in again. But I don't know if they will. But like if they do try to do that, man, like it's gonna be it could be some wild Twitter and wiki, just like we've been seeing in crypto. It's actually gonna be crypto in the real markets, like more than ever before.
That'd be wild,
wiki, more finicky, and so man. So that's all I gotta say.
What are you thinking, Miss Teen? What's going on?
In terms of Bitcoin, crypto in general, I'm always long-term bullish. I think there's a lot of adoption happening right now. Every day there's new news of countries getting involved and doing new things. So I'm always bullish. This is just a little blip in the radar. I think, we're going to look back at this in a few years, not financial advice, and be like, wow, that was a good price to get in right there. So
I'm taking that as financial advice.
NFA.
Lawyers are calling you now.
Get that Miss Teen Crypto, goddammit.
Got her.
CryptoVet, what's going on, brother? What are you thinking?
Man, I'm a little bit more on the CryptoFace over here. I haven't really been looking as much because the last time I looked, we had been just trading sideways. We've been ranging anywhere between 33 and 47 a year. We've been there for a very long time, and until we cross over, break those EMAs back up, which is in the 40s now, 43s, I'm not really going to get excited. I'm just like with Team Crypto. I'm bullish for the long term. Bullish and bearish is all perspective of time frame. So, one person right now could be bearish, and I said, Crypto Blood's got some shorts open. He's smarter than any of us. He's actually making money, right? I always want to short. I just don't really have the balls to do it. I haven't done it in a long time. I was more confident back in 2017 than I am now, because now everything just is changing. Like CryptoFace is saying with the economy, we've been going through, our GDP is drastically decreased. Our country is not producing like it was before. Unemployment, whether the numbers are real or not, inflation is high, so stagflation is occurring right in front of us. How do we reverse from this? It's a great reset. It's potentially pumping more money into the economy right now for them to put a Band-Aid on it, but that's not going to fix it.
100%.
I will say one of the reasons I hate doing it, but I've got a 15x short out on Bitcoin right now, and I will say that
why do you hate making money?
Everybody long the market right now.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody long the market.
All in, baby.
Usually just take it the opposite way is what I'm doing on leverage, and you're golden. But no, I just don't like seeing. I don't like betting against what I believe in long term.
Baby.
But
Amen.
hold on.
You love with this shit, man.
What I like is when if my HODL portfolio, which is most of what I do, most of you know that, if my HODL portfolio is dwindling, I want my trading portfolio to be growing. So I just use it as a hedge for me.
That's part of exactly. It's a hedge. Yeah. It's part of a maturing market, man. Shorting is part of the market. If you didn't have shorting, then you wouldn't have the liquidity that's necessary, to be honest with you. So shorting is fine. It doesn't mean, and that's the problem. Like a lot in the crypto space, they feel like they can't be bearish or tell their audience that they're bearish because it'll look like they're not a firm believer in crypto in general. And that does not have to be the case at all. Yeah. You're looking to stack more stats, right?
Oh yeah.
Stats. Yep. So, you can accumulate more to buy more Bitcoin,
That's the point. The whole point of shorting is you make those gains back, just as much as if it goes back up. And it is shorten's a different game for sure, but like when it's in a nice trend, it's faster. You don't have to wait as long most of the time, faster. And it really feels good. Like it really does feel good.
Listen, markets take the stairs up and the window down.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Well, let's kind of shift gears a little bit. Let's talk NFTs. So we brought all of you on today to talk NFTs. Let's kind of shift over into that. We know right now one of the big things is ApeCoin and what's going on over with the Bored Ape Yacht Club. I guess I first want to start off with, and anybody can jump in on this. I don't care who jumps in on it. Do we feel like the NFT market can sustain what it's doing right now? Because it has been defying essentially whatever's going on in equities markets, in the crypto markets. I mean, the NFT market has been up and to the right as a general rule. Can this sustain? Is it going to stay what is essentially decoupled from the crypto markets? Anybody have any thoughts on that?
I don't think so. I think it's more unsustainable than meme coins at this point, because any 12-year-old can go out there, throw on 5 pixels together, create some type of creature, and create a collection of 10,000, and people are buying these things left and right. They have no utility. They have no promise of anything. They're barely considered art, right? And people are just selling left and right these NFTs. It's worse than the meme coin situation. I honestly think it's not sustainable.
I'm getting attacked right now. Hold on one second.
What's up with this? This is like.
Well, you don't want to be covered by my face and Miguel's face, dude.
I mean, maybe.
Beautiful.
Man, you can put yours over. Put your faces over mine.
Yeah.
There we go. Here, we can flop it. Here we go. You ready? Boom, like that. All right, Miguel, you can put it back up now since face is hiding.
I feel that's better. I feel safer up here.
I'll take a hot take on that. But
yeah, what's up?
Oh, you go ahead first.
Go
Tom,
first. Okay, I'll take a hot take. You guys know, I'm not a big NFT guy in general, but I'm gonna take this hot take here and say that I think it is maybe not sustainable, but it certainly can continue out longer than we can bet against it. NFTs don't have like an order book market, so really a lot of it's kind of just fluff, because you can't really sell into it. You just have to take maker order, whatever it's available, and so people, I guess, don't really sell as much. I think when we start seeing the NFT market really take a hit, it's all going to happen at once. All of a sudden, the liquidity is going to be gone. Bottom's going to fall out. And I think that can continue on for a while. I think that they could, NFTs can continue to bubble for probably longer than we want or longer than we think they can. So there's your hot take.
CryptoVet, what were you saying?
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm kind of a blend of both of y'all's answers. So, kind of with your, Miguel, with the meme coins and whether or not, this is sustainable. Well, how long did Dogecoin and Shiba, they're listed on Coinbase, right? So that's kind of the same concept. Some of them, yeah, they're dog shit. They're awful. You can go on there. There's 50 copies of them. You can tell that they've had poor marketing. They're just cash grabs, and in the end, this is just like what we see on YouTube. We're still going to get scammers on YouTube, right? And we hate when our followers fall for them, right? But it's kind of like a rite of passage. So I'm kind of in the middle here. I think it's going to go longer, but I think there's actually more utility coming to NFTs than, people realize. And the damn word utility gets thrown around left and right. But in the end, it just comes down to, do the people who pay for this feel like they're getting worth what is there? If they feel like it's more worth than the money they put in, that value will stay there, and these floors will stay there. There will be new NFT projects. You think of what right now Soho House is, a elite celebrity club. I don't think any of us, even with CryptoFace's trading abilities, have enough money to be accepted in Soho House, right? So these NFT projects can be on their way to
speak for yourself, Marine.
Yeah, I'm part of Soho, Chicago, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Are you a Marine? Are you a Marine? By the way, Vad, I don't want to miss.
No. So I actually did private security for over a decade, and I managed a private security firm. My father was a Navy SEAL.
And I'm not a blood either, so it's all good.
I've got a bunch of cap going on in here. No, so I the utility comment, CryptoVet, we're not going to dive into this yet, but our NFT project, Danger Close Alpha, that's literally, we are bringing real world utility to the stage, and we're excited to share that with you guys. We'll share that in a little bit. Blood, what are you thinking of the NFT markets, brother?
Cash grab.
Oh, just all the way.
All of it.
Straight up cash grab. All of it.
I just threw the bomb on you right there. 2 words, cash grab. I'm done.
Well, Miguel, let's pack it up.
We're done here.
Is it worse than the meme coins, or is it somewhat better than that?
The meme coins. So the meme coins. Dogecoin has been around. I actually remember when Dogecoin came out, like 2014.
Doge is not a meme coin.
It's still here. Oh hell yeah, it is. Yeah, when we were buying, it was for fun. It was not. It was just literally for fun. We would send the bobsled team to the Olympics, and it was just fun, right? It was a community just for that. And so, I think meme coins have more legs than in a lot of these NFT projects. I'm just be honest with you. I think someone talked about like the NFT, liquidity. As far as liquidity for these NFTs, they're going to dry up, and so I think that's what's going to happen. I really do. I think meme coins will be better than a lot of these art NFT projects, but not crypto debates though.
That's right. Not DebateCrypto, not Danger Close Alpha. We got all the liquidities. All the liquidity.
That one's not a cash grab. Not a cash grab.
Exactly. Repeat. Not a cash grab.
I got
not financial advice.
I would say that like we hear about the ape and some of like the big NFTs, but for like every major one that we hear about in the media, there's probably 10,000 that are just. To be honest, CryptoVet actually gave me $1 million idea, which was dog shit NFT. We could probably start that and have it taxed by tonight. Do it the right way.
Oh man!
Listen, there is an NFT project. There's an NFT project, CryptoFace, that's called they're called butt heads, and they literally are 2 butt cheeks.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Have you seen that? They put
Very
like
creative.
glasses on them and beards on them, and oh my gosh, it's
Very
freaking
creative.
hilarious. It is
Very
funny.
creative.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Miss Team?
In terms of all of the NFT projects, of course, just like, in 2014, 2017, there's a lot of coins from them that aren't around now, right? So, or tokens that were around then that aren't around now. So I think the same will happen with NFTs. But on the other hand, there's a lot more to NFTs than the PFP projects, right? There's a lot of gaming. There's a lot of development going on there. And you know how big of an industry gaming is. That's coming to crypto. All these developers are coming to crypto, whether that's, GameStop, Ubisoft, that actually have, plots of land and things like Sandbox. So they're coming in. There's a lot of development on that end, but then you also have to think of the creators that are coming in as well with NFTs. A lot of artists and photographers and people and even musicians, they're coming into the NFT space to be their own, record label, to be their own gallery. So there's a lot of that as well. So that's something you have to consider besides the PFP projects. But
yeah,
I agree with that.
I agree.
I think the problem, the one thing I want to point out is I think the NFT are in the bubble, kind of like the ICOs, right, were back in 2017, and the NFT market hasn't had that burst yet where the majority of the NFT projects, just how like the majority of ICO projects from back in 2017 completely died out in the bear market and are no longer around, right? I think that the NFT market needs to experience that to really filter out a lot of the trash.
I think the liquidity, Miguel, we've talked about this before. I think the liquidity is going to end up being the biggest issue when it does happen, because let's look at it. These NFT projects are very subjective. Okay, when we look at ETH, for example, right? Well, obviously not an NFT, but a lot of NFTs built on top of it. When we look at ETH, it has a function, it has something that it does, and it operates, and it has an ability to do for everybody in the room right now that we're speaking with, right? But I could look at an NFT project and be like, oh my gosh, that's for me. I love what it does. Or even if it doesn't do anything, just subjectively, I'm like, that's dope. And then Vet could be like, bro, that's trash. Like, how can you even like that? And we're seeing the same thing, but with a different, outlook on it. And so the liquidity problem and crisis, I think when it does happen, will be the fact that nobody's going to be able to, or a lot of people aren't going to be able to get out of some of these projects, obviously, for anywhere near what they got into. So this brings me to my next question. Yuga Labs, worth billions of dollars at this point. We've got the Bored Ape Yacht Club doing, I think, 9 o'clock tonight. They're doing their land sale. Yeah. They've had a number of hacks, a number of different things happening. It is the who's who of NFTs, the money that is spent to get into the club, ultimately, to me, is a flex. Who in the group sees this as being more than just the best marketing, I guess the best marketed NFT in the space? Does anybody see it as way more than a flex? I see the metaverse thing happening. I see the land, but who's really spent? The floor right now is in US dollars is $460,000 to buy a freaking jet. It's not a JPEG, but what are we doing?
We're flexing.
Big time.
Right? I mean,
I want to watch is pointless now.
Am I wrong?
I feel that a lot of NFT projects like, Punks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, it can also be looked at as a badge of honor in a way. I know that might be a weird way to put it, but I think even Cool Cats, just people wearing their swag and walking around, it's kind of just like, oh, like, they've been here, they're involved in the space. I don't know. It's something I think about, 10 years down the line, someone that owned a CryptoPunk or a Bored Ape, people are going to be like, oh, wow, they were early. That's really cool of you to be involved in that. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's just a big brand, right? It's just a branding thing that's taken off, and they're becoming the Starbucks of the NFT world. Everyone knows who they are. Levels. Everyone wants a piece of it.
But exactly. when we get to the point where, the early adopters, for sure, it's just like the early adopters in this room with Bitcoin. Blood, I think, got in 2012. He was talking about an $89 Bitcoin, right?
Jeez.
So when Blood starts talking about Bitcoin prices versus when, let's just use, it doesn't matter. Whoever else got in much later than him, it's a totally different ball game. My question then becomes, the new people coming into the space, are we going to continue to find people that are going to be willing to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to be part of a club? I think we are, and it's scary, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
fractalization will also become a bigger thing in the future.
Do you remember the Bitcoin and Friends show, the little cartoon?
Yes, the little cartoon, yeah.
They had a really good thing going there for a second, and for whatever reason, I guess they stopped. But with like the one NFT that I'm in, or like Bored Apes or CryptoPunk, like if they keep growing and producing, like maybe they have a show on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim type stuff, or like a movie or comic books or whatever the hell, as long as they do it like good, you know, that's like appealing, you know, like,
well,
like
one of their
like,
members
like
actually
like
opened up a
early
restaurant.
South, like maybe Apes is like early South Park, and then it blows up into South Park, and you were like in, you know, before, you know.
Yeah, there's one of their members opened up like a Krusty Krab restaurant, which is just like
Yes.
a bored hungry or hungry bored or something
Bored
like that.
and hungry.
Bored and hungry. There you go.
Yeah, that was awesome. I thought that was so sick.
You know, and that's with, I think that's they're exercising and utilizing the IP rights of those NFTs. That's kind of what they're doing with that. So that's a pretty neat and you know, that's the future, man. I think it's great to see it. I'm not saying that it's not a great thing. I just think it's still a money grab, and of course you'll have outliers, right? You'll have some projects like Bored Yape, whatever the hell is called. I ain't got none. You know what I'm saying?
Bored, I ain't got none.
Bored, I ain't got none.
The country version.
Well, like the one NFT I'm in, like what they're doing is creating content and like comic book and show and movie shit for punks, and they just landed Bored Apes like months ago too, so they're like producing shit for them, and they got their own other stuff going on too, and it's doing really, really well. Like every thing that I have, every type of token and planet token future promise that I have, the NFT has legit been holding its price and like increasing. I
don't know if you guys are you following the whole NFT.com thing?
No.
Yeah, but yeah, that was Tom is in that, right? I think you're in the
I was part of it.
Oh, that interview. Yeah. Okay, the NFT guy. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that was
Jordan Freed.
Yeah, Jordan Freed. I interviewed him as well. I mean, I think that's going to be a great utility for an NFT. You know, so we'll see.
Better than most.
Better than most.
Most just a utility.
How can you get any better than NFT.com? I mean,
and so the utility, go get after it, Tom. Talk about the utility.
No.
Is there anything more than
I shan't
the fact that it's
I won't be
NFT.com?
speaking of the utility. But what I will speak of is 99%, and I'm no NFT pro, but like 99% of the time, I just hear people yell the word at utility. They're just like, utility as utility. And then you ask them what, and they're like, it's coming. And you're like, all right, cool.
Well, so this was like with Crypto Blood saying it's a cash grab. He's not actually wrong, but there's a much nicer way to put it, in a sense of, if you're an artist, you're trying to monetize other parts of your brain.
Right.
So if so like, let me finesse this and fine tune this, since Crypto Blood was so harsh with this cash grab word, because we're about to do a reveal here on an NFT project.
But it's May. So you guys know it's May. It is May.
Rub here, Blood. I'm gonna spin around, bro.
Crypto Blood.
He's not wrong, but Miss Team Crypto said it better, really good, I think, because there's alternate besides just a profile pic. So, you know, I used to be much more streaming, and I did a lot of trading on that. But afterwards, I dived more into the development side, and now I'm a part and an advisor on a couple projects. Well, one of like the main things of these developing projects that we're trying to achieve is how to make their brand better for themselves. So one of the artists, you know, is an independent artist through us. She is now having evolving NFT tickets. So if you go to the event knows that you were there because you check in with your NFT, and now your NFT evolves to the next step. So the people who are OG fans who go to more tour dates are going to have the coolest NFTs. Yeah. Right. And these NFTs will give you access to backstage things and other things. So this is where their utility comes in, is to unique access of themselves and their brand. And that's, like I said, just one route. The other ones include, you know, being able to say luxury listings, you get to Airbnb a mansion, or, you know, private jet for the weekend. So there's just tons of other things that these NFT companies have made partnerships with, and that's where the cash grab comes. But, you know, if they're okay with putting the money in for what they're receiving, it's not really a cash grab.
So one of the things that, and I want to bring this up because we're talking about utility. One of the things that Miguel and I are firm believers in is the utility side of NFTs. And so when we started talking about our NFT project, we are all about education. Okay. So first and foremost, we feel like a lot of people get into the crypto space and they just want to throw money at it, and like throwing darts at a dartboard and hoping that they hit a bullseye. Right. But the reality is, if they would pick up a book, pick up the Bitcoin Standard, which I have behind me, start to actually read and understand what the markets are about, they're going to have that next step ahead. They're going to be a step up on somebody else. And so it's no secret that our country, no matter if you're left, right, or somewhere in between, our country and our world, for that matter, is in turmoil. Okay. Well, if you can't look and recognize that, then you have your head buried in the sand, or you just, are looking the other direction. And so Miguel and I realized that there is a reality that being prepared versus not being prepared for a bad situation, whether it's a natural disaster, whether it is something, by a tyrannical government, no matter what it is that causes it, if you and your family can be prepared for that, you are setting yourself up for success. And so what we are doing is joining the preparedness community with the crypto community. A lot of people in crypto are doing what? They're preparing, right? They're preparing for the collapse of the US dollar. What Miguel and I are saying is, hey, we believe that, and we're on board with that. Obviously, we've been in crypto for years now, but we want people to be physically prepared should something actually happen. And so what we have done, we've got Danger Close Alpha. I was in the Marine Corps. Miguel's got a lot of love for the preparedness community. He's been doing this for a while. So have I. We want to teach people how to actually be prepared. So we're going to drop our roadmap right now. I think we want to show that to you guys. Make sure to jump into our Discord. We'd love to have you guys over there. This is the first time that this has been revealed, so we're going to show this right now. And just to give you a little taste before we jump in there, we have partnerships with a number of different companies. We've got partnerships with PrepperNet, which is a massive, prepper community. And we're doing some big things, and we're super excited to bring that actual utility, because I do agree with you, Blood. There is a lot of times that things are just a grab. We've got some cool ass stuff that we're doing that's going to actually get people prepared. So Miguel, you want to hear that?
So did anybody say utility? Because get ready to see some.
Here it comes. Let's do it.
Go.
Take my money.
All right. So let me just touch on this. I'm not going to take a lot of time on this because I want to continue the roundtable discussion, but I just want to kind of show you guys what we're doing real quick. All right. So we've got our initial marketing campaign. Obviously, that's a given. We got whitelist spots with Twitter, AMAs, all the things that everybody does as part of an NFT launch. Okay. But some of the things that we're doing differently, or some of the things that we're doing, is we have hired an artist from DC Comics. He's freaking sweet. He's just done beautiful work. I guess, Miguel, if you wanted to pull that up, you could just show an example. But we are actually getting people in real life to learn how to get prepared. We're doing a lot of giveaways, survival gear giveaways. Here's an example of one of the pieces of art. But we're going to be doing a private survivalist podcast for all the holders. We are going to have a private network, a private server that all of our holders can actually communicate. Should we have we don't believe in a grid down situation where nobody's going to have electric, because the reality is the big dogs need their electric, right? We believe they're going to bottleneck all of our social media, and they're going to say, hey, Twitter, nope, not talking on there. TikTok, nope, not talking on there. Facebook Meta, not talking on there. And so we are actually setting up a private server where all of our people are going to be able to communicate, because we're going to have people all over the place, and communication's huge. We're also going to be doing online courses, which are already set up. We've got firearms training meetups that we're doing. This is a part of it as well. Yes, you heard me right. Firearms training. We're talking about certified NRA instructors teaching everything from safety to actually handgun, long rifle classes. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing that.
Got my 380 right here.
Man,
Heck
I
yeah.
can't
Heck
wait.
yeah. I got a little something sitting next to me too. And so the firearms trainings, and then we've got survivalist training events. We've got conventions that are happening.
Put that thing
And
away.
then the big, what's that, Miguel?
Tom's
Sorry, Tom tried to put that thing away. He's
and
on,
then
he's on camera.
the big thing that we're doing is, if you've done so the biggest thing, I guess, these survivalist training events are literally 80 different classes, homesteading, ironworking,
archery, blacksmithing,
firearm,
butchering, absolutely everything.
Self-defense, all of that. So those are super dope. And then we'll release this
So you
information
get that
later.
all when you purchase an NFT?
Yeah, so there's some stipulations with that, the number
So
that you have.
so that's a real life meetup that we're preparing, right? So
There's
that's
levels
a meetup
to
that
it.
we're
There's
going to
levels.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you hold, I believe if it's 3 to 4 NFTs, because there's 4 different classes, right? We have the hunter, we have the engineer, we have the merchant, and we have the medic. Those are the 4 pillars of surviving skills. So if you hold 3 or 4 of those classes, then you get to go to these events, possibly fully paid for.
Yeah. And then the huge one is, if you hold all 4, we can talk about this a little bit more some other time, but Miguel and I for sure, and everybody on the panel is invited, and we're inviting a lot of different I hate the word influencers, but creators, right? We're going to do a one time a year backpacking excursion for the holders that have all 4 classes. We're talking about people that have done, we're going to have actual trained professional survivalist experts that are going to be there to teach fire starting, shelter building, hunting, self-defense. We're going to be doing
just putting the skills to the test, right?
Mm-hmm.
Putting the skills to the test, and we're going to be doing a lot of reinvesting of what the royalties of the secondary market to try to do monthly giveaways of all survival gear stuff, to including first aid kits, possibly ammo depending on the regulations, and we're still working that out. Freeze dried food so people can stack food, and plus survival gear with tents and so forth, working with all our partnerships to get all those things for our holders.
So yeah, we're I don't know. I'd love to hear, and please give us honest, critical feedback. I'd love to hear from you guys. That's what we're here for. I'd love to hear what you guys think. We want to get the community prepared. We feel like a lot of people are not prepared. If things went south right now, they would be absolutely lost. Maybe they have a handgun, maybe they have a week's worth of food or something, but they're absolutely lost. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts?
I'd be lost.
Okay. Yeah.
I
don't know if I
city.
could go on a mile hike backpacking through the fucking.
You gotta quit smoking, Face. That's what it is. The smoking is getting you.
Yeah, I don't know if everything went south, and food wouldn't be able to get delivered into NYC. I think NYC only has a 3-day food supply, so I think I'd be in trouble.
Is that not scary though? Like, for real?
It's horrifying for sure, because when things were kind of getting spicy, politically, and truckers weren't vibing, right? Who's to say they wouldn't stop coming to the city, right? So it was definitely a thought. It's definitely scary.
If I were a trucker, I'd stop delivering for Biden ass too.
I mean, man, I wish I could, I had a big house. I'd be planting strawberries and vegetables at this point. I know people that are now.
Watermelons and pumpkins. So
King says, got to teach some internet kids real life.
That's right.
It's the truth. We don't know what to do.
I really like this approach.
Weed and start growing strawberries. Or strawberry weed.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of this concept yet, Keeper. Are you guys the first to do it?
I think so.
I think so. We don't know of anybody that's producing something that's pretty.
I mean, if anything, it's just the collaboration of all the. I trained for over a decade before working for over a decade. And, during that time, I did wilderness survival, firearm training, hand to hand. You were a Marine formerly, so, very familiar with this. And it takes a lot, but there's a lot of, you don't need to do 5 years of hand to hand to be able to just protect or defend yourself, right? So I really think it's a great thing to have just a library of, basic needs. The server thing is great. My communication for emergencies would be like ham radio. That's what I was trained in. I'm still
Yeah.
active ham radio operator to this day. But I think it's great. And then if you hit the right group in the right community, I mean, that's the kind of utility that they want. And what I was trying to say with Crypto Blood, that they don't really think it's a cash grab. They paid for an investment in this organization of this database information, and then they also get these other events and things with it. So no, I'm on board. You guys know that I do the NFT things now full time, and we have 2 projects. One is a game that I know Miss Teen Crypto has played. I think CryptoFace has played it. So our beta is going to be Dash League.
Dash League.
Yeah. So the alpha. So our beta is actually going live in the next week.
Oh
so,
yeah, I played.
Be sure to check it out. Yeah, and the other one is exactly like you're saying, utility for them. I can't. We're still doing a couple things out, so I don't want to spoil it before we do the official announcements. And but yeah, I think it's great what you're doing.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Dope.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man. I would. You guys are really taking on, something like grand, and you truly believe in it. And as I think, as long as people like, you get people that believe in it too, it's gonna be. How can I put this? I'm trying to say the right words. Like,
you don't have to rub my back.
A lot of things, and I'm sure it'll all be figured out and stuff. I would just hope people don't think they're fucking getting a round trip to Texas and shit. If it's going to be like a rolling thing, like if the price, goes down, maybe it's like a discount on a trip or something. You know what I'm saying? So, I know.
I think your hardest point is going to be trying to target that niche market of people who appreciate this within the crypto sphere. That's going to be your toughest task in my opinion.
That'll be easier than you think,
finding those people.
I've actually, I thought like that a lot, Blood. One of the things I've noticed is like there's actually a lot of people that they don't need to be a full-on prepper, right? It's just saying, hey, like we want to learn some extras, some skills, and at the end of the day, guess what? We're gonna have dope art and a community of people that ultimately really want to be there for each other, to help each other, to be able to communicate in times of crisis and be, you know what I mean? It is building that community as well. But I do agree with you to an extent, Blood. It's not, that is the hardest part, but let's look at it. People are buying freaking apes of every which kind that they don't even, they don't do anything. We're ultimately offering up the ability to learn how to save you and your family, possibly. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
I'm with it.
It's gonna be fun.
And we understand that not everybody's gonna be able to participate in real life events, right? Because they're gonna have to take time out of their job, out of their life to go out to these places for whether it's 3 days, 4 days, whatever. Well, and that's why we're making sure that we have like online material. We're doing giveaways so they can just receive survival gear just for being a holder. So we're trying to make sure that everyone, even if you can't fully participate, you can still get some stuff to prepare you.
Coupons from the NRA or something. You know what I mean? So you guys, you just have the community, like the rest will figure itself out. And like I said, you'll roll with the fucking punches. And what if the price is up, you could do other shit. If it's, down, you figure other shit out. And so I think overall it'll be a good thing. And I'm totally down to go shooting.
Dude, thanks, man. And also I will just say this, and then we'll finish things out. We also have a partnership that we're finishing up, like buttoning up a couple things with, that has over 30 different firearms ranges across the nation that is willing to like do what we want to do with them. And they are ready to do some handgun classes and things of that. So it's like,
that's awesome.
It doesn't need to be, you don't need to live in Ohio or where Miguel lives in Miami or whatever. We've reached out to and spoken face to face with, and I don't want to drop their name right now, but it's nationwide. So
I'm sure, like if when you make those calls, like, and you get those dudes on the phone and like,
I was surprised they knew what an NFT was.
They're going to see it and be like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like I'll give them 20% off, or just like Groupon or anything else. Like,
Yeah.
You get a fucking discount if you're a member with this NFT.
Yeah,
and you
no,
get 20% off. Like, boom, there's like value right there. Like,
I was just thinking about it. You really don't even need to go after the crypto market. You can go after people who are preppers.
You know, that's the
That's
harder.
what I was getting at earlier, Blood. Was that it's easier than you think, because they would be interested in learning about crypto.
Well, you know what? You know what, Vet and Blood? That's actually the harder proposition. They are dead set in their ways about gold and silver and hard assets.
Where you're not trying to get them to buy Bitcoin or anything. You're just you're giving them an NFT that is basically a pass to the things that they're into.
Access.
Right.
We're definitely on the same page for sure.
But they're not. They're not.
They're not.
Oh, wow.
They're like, I don't need an NFT. I don't want that thing.
Digital what? Nah, not interested. So that's the actual harder.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought.
Because I mean, back in the day, I know for sure in the crypto space, a lot of people were libertarians, prep. You know, that would have been an easy layup. Really, then I think the demographic of crypto participants have changed. You know,
it's always changing.
That's the angle. That's the angle we're taking. We're focusing on people in crypto that want to get prepared in real life. Right? We've said it multiple times. Your metaverse character is not going to save you. So we're focusing on pulling people from crypto into actually preparing in real life.
Victoria, we appreciate you. Hey, I want to go around. We thank you guys for being on here, but I want to go around and hear from you guys. I want to give each of you 30 seconds to call it a shill, call it whatever you want. Whatever you guys got going on that you want to talk about, I'd love to hear from each of you. You can take longer than 30 seconds, whatever. Just want to hear what you guys got going on that you'd like to talk about. Face, you want to start?
Yeah, sure, man. First off, thanks for having me on. And I totally see the vision. And I think, I think you guys can certainly pull it off. And I'm down to be a part and help.
Appreciate you.
We're coming out with our own little, just like pencil neck Petey the pencil neck turkey fish mascot NFT. I'm not promising you to just a little picture of our logo with glasses, and some of them have skirts, and I guess I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for having me on here. And you guys are badass dudes, and it was fun kicking it with you in Florida, man. We had a good time.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Appreciate you, Face. Thank you.
You guys saw a side of me that not a lot of other people see. You know what I'm saying?
We got exclusive backstage tickets to the CryptoFace show. Yeah, no, we had a good time. Tom Crown, what you got going on, brother?
Not much. I guess just follow me on YouTube. Thanks for having me, dude. Survival and crypto, I think, is a lot of crossover. It's a good target.
Dude, thank you. We appreciate
it.
Miss Teen, Randy, what's up?
Well, thank you for having me on. You guys are awesome. This was like such a zesty little thing. I'm happy that I got invited. I think what you guys are doing is great. I think you definitely have me thinking the last few minutes, ever since you brought it up about survival. I need to think about this more, especially, thinking back to a few years ago when things were really bad here and, supermarkets were empty and food wasn't coming in. So yeah, it's definitely something to think about. If you guys want to check me out, then definitely visit missteencrypto.com. All of my links are there. At missteencrypto on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere. I'm there. And check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/missteencrypto. I have a lot of content for beginners. So if you have a teen in your life or someone that's new and wants 1 to 2 minute intro to crypto videos, have them check out my channel. The Miss Teen Crypto Show goes live 1 to 2 times a week with amazing guests. And I also do on the street interviews. If you guys want to check that out on my social media, it's on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. So check me out for sure.
We've got everybody's links down below the video. So just if you guys are looking for it,
make sure to follow the video.
Yeah, for sure. What you got, CryptoVet?
Yeah, no, again, thanks so much for having me on. CryptoKeeper invited me on, and last minute, I'm always glad to get on here. As far as, my channels, I think I have my link tree down there because as of right now, I'm not really doing as many YouTube videos. I, kind of agree with you solely on the education part. So my company, Pennyfly Entertainment, just partnered with OneFluent, which is one of the largest Canadian influencer agencies with over 1 billion people in reach. So I've been helping teach a lot of influencers about crypto before they ever go into advertising or falsely shilling anything improper. So I've been taking the Miss Teen Crypto route just in the shadows. So, if you want to see what I'm doing, follow me there. We do have our crypto NFT game, Dash League, coming out here really soon, and then soon to be announced project. So Glad to be here.
Awesome, dude.
Cool. Thanks, Vet. Blood.
Hey, thanks, Keeper and BlockchainCrusader having me on. Yeah, just check me out, CBTV, YouTube, CryptoBlood _ on Twitter. And that's it, man.
Heck yeah. Well, Crypto fam, if nobody's told you before today, we freaking love you. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Just as a reminder, follow everybody on the panel. They all took time out of their day on a Saturday evening when they could be going out and getting, as Miss Teen says, zesty. They could be out getting zesty, right?
Y'all are my only friends. Who am I joking?
That's right. Make sure you follow everybody on the panel. Jump into our Discord. Let's have some fun. We're doing a giveaway tonight, 9 p.m. If you want to jump into the giveaway, go jump onto our Twitter, do the little game that we got going on, the little giveaway game, and yeah, we look forward to seeing all of you then. But just remember to question everything,
trust nothing,
and until next time, hodl
like it's hot.
We'll see you soon.